This is a back-to-back derby game. Last time we played against Sporting, this time we play against Porto. But this time we are on our home ground. Castleden is doing good by us. He is the second best goal scorer in the league. Arcus is the second best assister in the league. He is, I think, 2 assists behind. I completely forgot who he was. And looking at Porto's team, it is a quite rotated squad. They have Alex Telles, they have Marega, they have... I completely forgot. But yeah, they have a rotated squad. It's not the squad that they won the Portuguese league in the 2017-2018 season. It is very, very different. A lot of players I do not recognize. And will they show it? I think they show. Yeah, they show. And again, we are now fielding a 4-2-4 formation. It has been good for us. It is very offensive, but I absolutely love it. It basically combines everything that I need. Basically, the wingers of Arcus and Ivo Rodrigues can fall back and attack and fall back and attack. It's very, very good for us. And there's Marega. And he is the 3rd or 4th best attacking, best goal scorer in the league. So yeah, they have Otavio, they have the Olate, Alex Telles, Luis Diaz, Danilo Pereira, Otavio. But the rest, I don't recognize this guy, for example. This is a very new guy for the squad of Porto. Interesting. We'll see what they're capable of, but I know that in the beginning they struggled really hard. They're still struggling because they lost the last game they had against Braga 3-0. Hopefully we can do something about that. Send it back. Woo. Tammy Abraham wanted to get a goal from there, but was that offside? Barely, but he was offside. Yeah, we are very aggressive. Yeah, this is not the team that won the Portuguese league 2 seasons ago. It is absolutely not. By the way, Daniel now has the ball, sends over to Rodrigues and Castleden. How did you miss a sitter like that? We should have been at 1-0. That was nothing short of incredible. Look at that. That was perfect. That should have been at the back of the net. Unfortunate. But our captain, I mean, he's been doing very, very well. I will not call out on him for being bad or something. No, he's very, very good. It was a slip-up. We'll say it was a slip-up. Luis Diaz now has the ball. Sends it over to Otavio. And a switch of positions over on to the right, to Porto's right flank. Sends it back to Luis Diaz. But Castleden takes the ball away from them. Sends it over to Stewart. Stewart over to Ivo Rodrigues. He is... I don't know what he tried to do. He could have run with the ball over to Castleden. He loses it, but Stewart is there, loses it as well. Diego Late now has the ball. He keeps the ball. What a beautiful dribble, but Castleden takes it away. Back to Stewart. Stewart sends it to Castleden once more. He can pass it. I think he tried to go for goal, but that was actually some very good defense. Actually, it was not. So why does he get a yellow but I don't get a penalty? I was about to say and compliment Porto's defense. Apparently not. Is it a penalty or is it out? It's out. How do I not get a penalty with that? Okay. Okay, the Danilo Pereira takes the ball away from them and there's Marega. He's still all muscle. That guy is a beast. But anyway, we get the ball back. Very fast-paced game. Back to Stewart, but Stewart was out of position. Sends it out to Ivo Rodrigues. Sends it back, but I think it was Danilo Pereira who was back there again on the defense. That's alright then. Serrano now has the ball. Sends it over to Daniel. Daniel back to Serrano. Serrano sends it forward to Ivo Rodrigues. Ivo Rodrigues sends it forward to Castleden. Castleden can pass it through. He does, but that did not look like a pass. That looked more like a strike. That's weird. Right, Otavio sends over to Saraiva. Ball has been removed, but Marega is still there. But Giorza not Giorza. I think it was Sejano who took it out. Daniel now has the ball over to Mysonial, our goalkeeper. Sends it over to Giorza. Back to Daniel. And Giorza, we are attacking over on the flanks this time. Tammy Abraham sends it over to Arcus, over to Stewart, and that was a bad pass. Alright, we are approaching the halfway mark, and we are still tied up 0-0. Bruno Alves now has the ball, over to Serrano, sends it to Tammy Abraham. What a magnificent through ball over to Ivo Rodrigues. And how is that not a foul, ref? Come on. And alright, we go to the halfway point, 0-0. We had some very good chances at the beginning, but then we halted them. We did not do much in regards to that. This team, this is not the Porto that everyone knows and loves and that are capable of competing in the Champions League. Now they're on the EuroLeague. We can actually face them on the EuroLeague. They're not doing too well. No wonder that they could not do much in regards to the Champions League and were knocked back to the EuroLeague. Either way, let's go to the second half. And I'm saying all of this, but I've still yet to score against them. And I'm playing at home. Right, ball has been intercepted. Over to Abraham. They changed a couple of their players. They have Coruña there. Over to Arcus. Arcus can pass it through, but he was unable to actually pass it through one of our players. Tammy Abraham now has a ball. He tries to pass it, but was unable to. Danilo Pereira now has the ball. Sends over to Marega. Marega over to Luis Diaz. Sends a through ball, but Otavio was not quick enough. It's over to Serrano. Ooh, that was an interception. It could have gone bad for us. I don't know what Serrano was thinking. But Giorza now has the ball. Keeps it in our half. Over to Abraham. Back to Arcus. Over to Daniel. Over to Giorza once more. Sends it back to Tammy Abraham. Over to Castlevine. Over to Giorza. Arcus is there. He passes it back to Stewart. And that is the goal! What a beautiful, beautiful goal by Stewart. It is the first goal of the game. Probably not the last, because we've been controlling everything. We've been trying to score for a good chunk of time. It is a miracle that Porto have not suffered a goal until now. But yeah, everything was done by the book. Just pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball. Arcus sends a heel kick back, and that was it. I mean, everything was due to Arcus. That was another assist for him. Amazing. He's been on a lot of assists. And Stewart, that you deserve to celebrate. That was incredible for you. Alright then, how much time has it passed? I don't know who this Juarez guy is, but Luis Diaz is out. 61 minutes played. We're winning. Coruña sends it over to Juarez, the new guy. Oh, what? Alright then, that was a nutmeg. Marega tries to go through, but to no avail. Serrano has the ball. And alright then, I don't know what happened. Over to Ivo Rodrigues, sends it up. But yeah, Ivo Rodrigues. No, Stewart tried to send it back. Oh, Daniel is through and just through the left side of the post. You had the right side of the goal, the entire goal at your disposal. You could have scored. I mean, you really should have scored. It is mostly due to his poor finishing. We'll have to work that out in the coming months. I don't think I'm working on his finishing at the moment. I don't know if I'm training Daniel's finishing. Anyway, Wari sends it over to Marega. Over to Alex Telles. Those names I do recognize. They are proper Porto names. He tried to cross it but was unable to. Bruno Alves sends it out to Arcus but was intercepted. Juarez now has the ball. Intercepted now. Again, Giorza sends it to Daniel. Over to Arcus. Back to Giorza. Over to Tammy Abraham. Over to Arcus. And Has Tammy Abraham scored the goal for me? I think he scored just the one in the short time that I played with him. I don't remember actually. Right, Bruno Alves is there. Back to Tammy Abraham, and the ball's there, and that should have been the second. Who tried to get the goal there? Was it our captain? I think it was our captain. Right, that was a beautiful pass. Over to Tammy Abraham, over there. It was our captain. I'm gonna say it was the defender who made it so he was unable to score. But he's been giving it his all. And they took Marega out, they put Fernando. Interesting. They've yet to do a single shot on goal. We are on the 83rd minute. Diogo sends it over to Coronha. Over to Saravia. Over to Juarez. Over to Coronha. No, they can equalize it here. I would like it if they didn't. They win the header. Oh, no, they don't. Look like they did. Right, Samado goes there. All right, Chaves recuperates the ball. Over to Tammy Abraham. Stewart is away. I don't know what he did there, but that was not good. That was a heavy touch. Otavio now has the ball, but at least my defenders are ready. 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes have already passed. We can try and go for a last goal, but okay, the Sanctis defended it. He will boot it. No, he will not be able to boot it out. We win the 1-0 game. Again against Porto, and again at our home stadium. This was very good. I'm happy. We won 2 games back to back against basically what should be one of the best clubs in Portugal. Right now they are not. I do not know how they are still 4 stars. I really do not know, but we should have won by 3-4-0. It was unfortunate for us, but it was okay. I mean, it was really okay. We still won in the end, and that's all that matters. Here are the results. We are still in our 4th position. Braga won 2-0 against Vitória Football Club. Sporting won 2-0 against Belenenses. Benfica won against Vitória Sporting Club. Rio Ave won against Portimonense. Moreirense Boa Vista drew 0-0. Marítimo Nacional drew 1-1. Tondela won against Santa Clara 4-1. And Feirense and Desportivo das Aves drew 0-0. And again, as I stated, we are still in our 4th position, but we are getting further and further away from 5th position downwards. This is very good for us. We still are not even close to both Sporting and Benfica. I would like for that to happen. Maybe that won't happen. I mean, we're already at 22 games. There are 34, so 12 games to go. That's 12 games, right? Yeah, 12 games to go. So, I don't know, anything can happen. It's still 12 games. We've yet to face Benfica. We already faced Sporting, and I think I've yet to face Braga. So if we win against Braga, we will secure our 3rd position. And that's exactly what I want. Okay, we're back to the EuroLeague. Again, I was very slow on the trigger, but some updates. We are very close to having our first 80 rated player. Casladine has grown by 1 again, and Bruno Alves is close to getting a breakthrough, whatever that means. And oh my, comparing this team to ours, we are better in every single department. They are 2 stars though. Yeah, they are only 2 stars, I should say. And I just want to do one thing. Sombrero over to Daniel. I wanted to do that. And one thing that I wanted to show, the schedule. We won our game against Belenenses, but that's not the important thing. Braga drew 0-0. So if we look at the competition info, over to Portugal, we are now in 3rd position. We've finally gained that coveted 3rd position. I mean, it's not that coveted because I honestly want 1st or 2nd. But either way, we're getting closer. We are 5, 6, 7, 8 points away from Sporting. That is good. I don't think we'll actually be able to reach Benfica, but either way, We are getting close to them, and that is very, very good. Now, as I stated before, I am going to simulate the game against Venlo, and hopefully we win. Where are we? Where are we currently? I cannot see us. But let me see. Porto, Benfica. Ah, there we go. We won 1-0 at home. Okay, that is good. So, Manchester United won 4-1 against Celtic. AC Milan won 1-0 against Benfica. Borussia Mönchengladbach won 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Bologna and Nantes drew 0-0. Porto won against Getafe. Roma won 1-0 against Saint Etienne. Besiktas won 1-0 against West Ham United. Borussia Dortmund won 1-0 against Anderlecht. Nice won 3-0 against Torino. Bilbao and Frankfurt drew 2-2, but Bilbao have 2 goals away. Chelsea and Vermebrennen drew 0-0. Real Betis and PSV drew 0-0. Athletic Madrid won 4-2 against Ajax. That's a big team that can be eliminated right now. Galatasaray won 1-0 against Napoli, another big team that can be eliminated. And Lazio won 4-0 against Marseille, another big team. Okay then, we are actually quite good in regards to the EuroLeague. So if in the next game we will play it, and we will probably win because we already won 1-0 at home. After the game we won against Venlo, I hope I'm saying that correctly. They were only 2 stars. I mean, they were never. I don't think they would ever win against us. We won 3-0 away from home against Portimonense, and now it is the second leg. After that, we have a game against Nacional, Chaves, and then the round of 16 is over here. That should be good. And because we won 3-0, we are actually with 50 points. Porto is still with 38. I don't think they will be able to actually reach us. So it's basically a fight for 3rd place between Braga and I. We can probably reach Sporting, but they've not been losing much, which is unfortunate. And they're still the best goal-scoring team in the league. And speaking of best goal-scoring teams, goal rankings: Casteltin has 13, Bastos has 22, Jonas also has 13, Marega has 12, Stewart has 11, Ivo Rodrigues has 7, Daniel has 7. Anyone else from our team? No, absolutely no one else from our team. And in assists, Arcus is tied with 10 with Rafinha, but João Palhinha from Braga has 13. Casteltin is on 6th position with 6. Anyone else? We have Kovalenko with 3 and Daniel with 3, and that is it. What about the Portuguese Cup? So Sporting won against Santa Clara 2-0, Farense won against Rio Ave 3-2, but they lost 1-0 against Sporting. Benfica won 1-0 against Moreirense, which won 4-2 against Nacional, and they won 1-0 against Portimonense, and Portimonense 1-0. How did they get through? Probably on penalties. They're not showing me the penalties. So basically the only ones that are still playing are Sporting, Benfica, Porto and Braga. We have been eliminated by Belenenses in the very first round. We could have been playing against Braga right now, but unfortunately we are not. Who's the best goal scorer in... Okay, Rincon with 3 goals. Well, alright then, I'm hoping that this time around we'll be able to actually, next season we'll be able to actually get the Portuguese Cup. I would really like to have the Portuguese Cup on our hands, because we've yet to win a single thing and we are doing very well. Look at that, 80 in the team spirit. Yeah, that team has nothing on us, really nothing on us. We will absolutely trash them.